Good morning, beloveds. So, I was supposed to go to the doctor yesterday. That didn't happen. Apparently, when my husband scheduled the appointment, whoever made the appointment can't tell the difference between 8 and 9. So I show up on 8:13 and they're expecting me on 9:13, and I was like, nope, cancel that. So, the hazards of the American Medical Association is to go to the doctor, you have to take a day off from work. I had a day off from work. I tried to go to the doctor. I don't have 9:13 off. I'm not likely to have 9:13 off because there's a lot of chaos going on in my job right now. So, yeah. Maybe in October, for November or December. But, so if anybody knows a good local doctor that has, that I can get into, I'm open to some suggestions. But I attended the first day of SOAR, and that was amazing, and enjoyed that. And so I have another full day of SOAR, which is why I'm a half an hour early-ish. Okay, I'm 20 minutes early. So, I also would normally get up and go for a run on Saturdays, but yesterday when I didn't do anything yesterday. I got up, I went for a walk, tried to go to the doctor, and then I came home, and then I just, did some work around the house, and then attended SOAR, and by last night, my ankle was just burning, and it still hurts today. So at 6 o'clock this morning, I determined, you know what? I'm just going to sleep in a little bit. And so I turned my alarm off, and I opted out of the run because I didn't want to aggravate my ankle. I need to be able to walk tomorrow. And darned if I didn't dream about running. I did. I dreamed about running. I guess that's how you know you're a runner. All right. It is August 14th. And our title is, I Choose to Live Wisely. Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. And that is from Isaiah 26:3. All that is good is available to man. God never limits himself, and God never limits man. Man is conscious in the one mind, and all ideas are given unto him. I now choose to live with wisdom today by selecting only true ideas to function in my mind. No one governs my thinking but myself. No one forces me to worry or forces me to have faith. Either of these things are mine as I select. I choose faith, for I know that I am maintained by the power of the universe. I have full confidence that my life is rich in goodness and prospered by love. My faith in God keeps my mind positive. I choose health today. Right thinking is spiritual medicine. My thoughts are worthy of God and a blessing to man. My whole consciousness is positive and constructive. I know that health is God's free gift to me. I know that my body responds to my thought, and wholeness is mine. Fatigue is impossible, for strength never fails me. Disease is no more, for there is nothing in me to cause it. Joyous, healthy ideas saturate my consciousness, and God's light saturates my body. God's presence in weather blesses me. Heat and cold do not affect me, for my life is warm with love. I choose to be a blessing today. Every act I perform brings good to someone. Every thought I think brings healing to my fellow man. I know that God uses me as a mighty channel of good, and I love to do the works of him who sent me. I let my light shine so that all men, seeing my good works, will glorify God. Love fills my heart, and power fills my mind. Richly I give to my world, and richly my world gives to me. Wisdom, born of spirit, is mine. I choose him who will never fail me. I choose to live the life of God. All right. So just before I got on, I happened to see a post from one of my classmates. Patrick and we have similar senses of humor, so it was interesting because he posted a picture, and it was a man standing in a closet, and there were two shirts hanging in the closet. One said fear and one said faith. Which shirt are you going to put on? Because it is your choice. You know, nobody can choose for you in that. And of course I laughed when I saw the title was I Choose to Live Wisely, because I made a decision this morning based on the way my ankle was feeling that I didn't want to aggravate my ankle. So I chose to rest. There are times when it's all well and good to push through, and then there are times that you need to stop and listen to your body. This morning I chose to stop and listen to my body. So the Bible quote is, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee. I mean, read it for what it is. If you think God thoughts, then you're gonna stay in perfect peace. Whole peace. Because that is where your focus is. Where your focus is where your power goes. So if you're thinking good thoughts, and you're thinking blessing thoughts, and you're thinking, abundant thoughts, or whatever other adjective you want to use in there, then that's where your power is going. If you are worrying and thinking negatively, then again, that's where your power is going. It is your choice. It is your choice. Yes, I get the intersections and relationships, but let's focus on the good. Let's focus on the good. Because when we focus on the opportunities, then the problems solve themselves. It's like, if you focus on problems, all you got is problems. If you focus on opportunities or solutions, then the problems will suggest their solutions, and you will get through them faster. Okay, all that is good is available to people. God never limits itself. God never limits itself. And God never limits people. All right? We get in our own way. God does not. People are conscious. People are consciousness in the one mind. And all ideas are given unto them. I now choose to live with wisdom today by selecting only true ideas to function in my mind. What is true? What is true? What is true? Well, love is true. And so if we use that as a barometer or a ruler to check our ideas with, then we are much more likely to choose true. It also has to do with, have we done our work? The more work that we have done before we choose on our spiritual selves, then most likely the better we will choose. No one governs my thinking but myself. No one forces me to worry, or no one forces me to have faith. That's what I'm talking about. The two shirts in the closet, fear or faith. No one's going to choose that for me. That decision is mine. Which shirt am I going to put on? Now, if I spend too much time watching, the echo chambers, they talk a lot of fear. So I don't. I watch enough to get what I need, and then I turn it off. Okay? I am not going to choose their fear. The information that I need will get to me. Yes, I do. Basically what I choose is local news. And a little bit of national news. I don't watch the 24-hour news channels, because it's just a constant drumbeat of fear. I might flip past it and watch a story, but no. 24-hour news, oh my goodness. No, thank you. I learned that lesson in high school because my senior year in high school was the year that we got cable. Up to that point, we had 3 channels. Cable finally came out to where we lived in the boondocks. And that was also the year of the initial Gulf War. And my dad was working as a substitute teacher, which meant he was home a lot. And he would turn on the TV and watch the Gulf War all day. And I couldn't do it. I would go and read or listen to music or go play outside. Yes, I was 18. I still went and played outside. And I remembered, I remember what it did to him. And therefore, I have never made that choice again. Ever. 24 hours of news. Even during the hurricanes. I know during the hurricanes I watched too much. But even there, I'll turn off and watch a movie in the periods where there's enough of a lull that I feel comfortable doing that. Because I can see what watching 24 hours of hurricane coverage does to me, and it's not good, and it's not healthy, and I can't do it. So please bear that in mind. So no one forces me to worry or forces me to have faith. Either of these is mine as I select. I choose faith, for I know that I am maintained by the power of the universe. I have full confidence in that my life is rich in goodness and prospered by love. My faith in God keeps my mind positive because I'm keeping my mind on spirit. I'm keeping my mind on love. That's where my focus is. That's where my attention is. That's where my power is. My power is in love. I choose health today. And choosing health does mean resting occasionally. Hence, I'm resting my ankle. Right thinking is spiritual medicine. Okay, right thinking, not positive thinking. All right. I have seen some pushback on the positive thinking, and positivity can be toxic. So right thinking, all right, not positive thinking, because just because we are thinking positively doesn't mean that we don't have steps to take to maintain the material, all right? So positive thinking can get toxic. Right thinking. Right thinking is spiritual medicine. My thoughts are worthy of God and a blessing to people, all right? My thoughts are, so it is my job and my goal to make my thoughts worthy of God by staying within alignment with God, which is creative, peace, harmony, joy, love, all the rest of those. And then I am a blessing to people. My whole consciousness is positive and constructive. Positive and constructive. All right? So constructive is where positivity doesn't get toxic, because it means I'm still doing my work. I heard Dr. Viljoen say last night in the SOAR, it's like, yes, positive thinking, but you still have to do your duty. You still have to do your duty. So, because you can't just sit and think pretty thoughts. Yes, that's exactly what he said. You can't just sit and think pretty thoughts. You still have to do your duty. So, my whole consciousness is positive and constructive. It means that I am acting on those pretty thoughts. I know that health is God's free gift to me. I know that my body responds to my thought and wholeness is mine. So health is God's gift to us. It is our responsibility to maintain it, to feed our body correctly, to rest our body correctly, to take the steps that we need. The health is a gift. It is our job to maintain it. And it means going to doctors and getting treatments when things go wrong. And when things go wrong, it's not necessarily our fault. Okay? Don't blame yourself for your health conditions. Because sometimes our coding gets a little weird. For environmental reasons and genetic reasons and things like that. So our health is a gift from God. When things go wrong, doctors are a gift from God, okay? So do what you need to do to take care of yourself. Fatigue is impossible, for strength never fails me. Fatigue is impossible if you are doing what you need to do. All right? Which means eating right and exercising and going to doctors and resting. If you are going 24/7, you are not honoring God. Disease is no more, for there is nothing in me to cause it. I'm going to let that one lie. I might use that as dis-ease. Dis-ease is no more, for there is nothing in me to cause it. All right? Because my thoughts are on God. The things that happen to us, that's a whole nother conversation. We get to happen back to them. Joyous, healthy ideas saturate my consciousness, and God's life saturates my body. God's presence in the weather blesses me. Heat and cold do not affect me, for my life is warm with love. This man lived in California. Heat and cold do not affect me. Yeah. All right, it's hot out there. I choose to be a blessing today. I choose to be a blessing today. I choose to be a blessing every day. I choose to be a blessing every day. Every act I perform brings good to someone, which includes me. So every act you perform should bring good to someone. You are included in that. You should bring good to yourself. Every thought I think brings healing to my fellow people. I want to think healing thoughts. I know that God uses me as a mighty channel for good. God uses us as a mighty channel of good. And I love to do the work of God who sent me. I let my light shine so that all people, seeing my good works, will glorify God. Love fills my heart and power fills my mind. Richly I give to my world, and richly my world gives to me. Wisdom, born of the Spirit, is mine. I have chosen God who will never fail me. I love to live the life of God. All right, beloveds. There's a lot in here today. I choose to live wisely. When you go to that closet and look at those two shirts, between fear and faith, choose faith. So our mission today, should we choose to accept it? Ugh. Where was that line? Our mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to be, or to choose to be, the mighty channel of God. The mighty channel God uses to bring good into the world. Say it that way. I hope this is the choice that we make. All right, beloveds. I am going to move into the process of my day. I'm going to encourage you, as I always do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself, whatever it looks like. Today, for me, it was to dream about running instead of actually doing it. I'm sure the squirrels missed me, but it's all good. It's all good. One of the workshops today is about learning to listen to your body and how it can affect your emotional state. Or how your emotional state affects your body. I'll find out. So please do something loving, kind, and compassionate for yourself, because you deserve it. And if that means that your ankle is a little tender and you decide not to take a run today and you rest, that is a loving and kind and compassionate thing. But it also means that if you've never run before and you feel the need to get up and do it today, you can go do that. All right? Whatever it is for you, however big or small it is, it doesn't matter. Practice on yourself, because you deserve your own loving, kind, and compassion. You do. And the more you practice on yourself, the more you will have for other people. So whatever it is that you are going to do to engage your mind and your body today, do it in faith. Do it in blessing. Know who you are. Know that you are a beloved child of God. And because you are a beloved child of God, you are a channel in which God uses to bring good into the world. So open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven now. Right here, right now. Look around and see the good. Put on the shirt of faith and know. All right, beloveds. Okay. I don't even know if I'm going to get that sun. I will walk outside. We have enough breaks built into this that I'm going to go get some sun. First thing in the morning, probably not. But, hey. Do what you need to do to make it a wonderful day, to make it a fantastic day. Drink plenty of water. It is hot. I know hot and cold are not supposed to affect us, but they don't affect us if we take appropriate precautions, such as drinking plenty of water. All right, I'm getting weird. Know that you're loved. Know that you're loved. Know that Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. because SOAR was just a day and a half. It'll be over. And then we will have an amazing service for you at 11 tomorrow on Facebook Live. All right? And you can always catch me on YouTube with the Running Rev Ryan, or I do have some talks on the CLC, which is the Creative Life Spiritual Center YouTube channel. You can catch me on either channel. All right? Do what you need to do. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Know that you're loved. All right? Until next time.